Hey, what is up YouTube? Alright, giving you guys an update on my post-surgery recovery for a hernia. So basically at a umbilical hernia surgery. So this video that we're watching now is now 8 weeks post-surgery. So it took about 8 weeks to recover fully and start getting back into training. But I still was doing something. So the surgery was on a Friday, and then the Wednesday the next week was when I was back in the gym, but just doing very light cardio and some very light banded stuff for legs and all that sort of thing. So I couldn't lift anything over 10 kilos for 6 weeks, and that's normally the general rule with hernia surgery. So the first week it was very painful. The first couple of days was very painful and was hard getting in and out of bed and that sort of thing. But once you sort of got over that and then got back into the gym, just setting like little goals each day was important, just to try and keep a good mental outlook on the situation. So this video here is 8 weeks post-surgery, and then it was a week after I got back from holidays as well. So I'd lost a fair bit of muscle, but I was still in pretty good shape because my diet was a lot less, the portions were a lot less, but it was pretty much similar to what when I'm training properly. So you know, the adjustments were made depending on my energy levels. So there was a fair bit of like cardio going on, especially during on holidays as well. There was plenty of sort of walking around, that sort of thing, so plenty of cardio. So stayed in fairly good shape, but did lose a fair bit of muscle. And this was probably the start of August, or a few weeks into August. So then this is about a month back into training. So obviously the size came back pretty well. So after that 8 weeks, I was still building up my training basically. So in terms of, say, deadlifting, probably started the first week with 40 or 50 kilos, and then eventually just was adding like 10 kilos each week, just going pretty easy and just easing my way back into things. So the weights were very conservative to begin with, because I didn't want to re-injure anything like that. But was good to get back into the training and progressively get stronger each workout. So this video here, I was pretty much back to full training, even though I'm still working on some strength gains. I've done a lot of strength training lately, so definitely want to get a lot stronger and bigger than this in the off season. So in this I'm about 94 kilos, but holding on a bit more fat than usual. So the last few weeks I've been trying to bring that down a little bit, get a little bit leaner before I start really trying to bulk up again. And especially now that that summer's here, don't want to be holding on to too much body fat. So this is probably the most out of shape I've been in my adult life pretty much. So I've always been quite lean, so was pretty keen to get back onto a fairly solid diet and tighten things up a little bit. So the goals for now basically to keep trying to improve on my strength gains. So in terms of that would be my best squat at this stage would probably be 160 kilos for 2 or 3 reps. So looking to get that up to, say, 5 reps. Deadlifts, I've deadlifted 220 kilos for 1 rep, so I'd like to be able to get two or three reps out with that. And I'm back to bench pressing now. Been working with my physio Paul at Pato Performance, and learnt some good bench press techniques, or learnt the techniques of all the big 3 compounds. So I'm back bench pressing, and I'd like to be able to eventually get that up to about 140 kilos for say 3 reps. So that's given my training some goals for the future, and I'll hopefully be updating you guys a bit further now. So it's now the start of October, and would like to still stay in relatively good condition whilst still getting stronger is always the goal. So keep following along, and update you guys with some more progress further.